The sensible sociopath. Sometimes they say f and shit and cum dumpster and
This show is not for you.
You have to be a special kind of crazy.
Smart and creepy.
It's not offensive, it's not standoffish, none of that.
Counterculture, baby.
Oh, lady inclusion.
At what point do you stop considering it a clitoris?
Farts in a barn.
This show's gonna be great.
You all think I have cancer?
Beehive enthusiast community.
So he could fit in a corset and blow himself.
Non-willing sperm donor.
Why would you say that, Joe? You asshole. You're such an asshole. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Sensible Sociopath. My name is Steve, and tonight is episode 44.
Ooh.
Or is it 45?
45.
45.
I think it's 45,
Holy
yeah.
shit. Well,
you been?
I better change all my notes. So today, sitting in the Batcave to my left, we have the lovely Megan.
I'm back.
Returning,
Hi, Megan.
yes, wearing her beer shirt, Benjamin Franklin quote.
Another thrifted find, people.
Really?
Yes.
What does it
it's a
say? Read
steal.
it for us.
It says, beer is living proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy.
Old Benny F.
How much did you pay for that one?
$100.
It's like
Benjamin.
$3.
Nice. Score.
I was thinking a whole Benjamin. That's a good deal. It's an investment. Sitting across from me is the ever illustrious Christian with a new podcast channel.
Yeah.
The
YouTube.
channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I hate talking.
Yeah,
It scares
bullshit.
me.
Your guys' outfits are matching today.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
We were matching last week, too, as somebody pointed out.
Yes, that is true.
Oh, well, you ladies are kind of matching too, actually. If you look on
Hey,
the camera.
I'll
Yeah,
just
look
zip
at
it
that.
up.
I'm bringing
zip it
sweatshirts
up.
back.
Yep.
Yep.
The lady's really dressing up for the occasion. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume your genders.
I had something else nicer on, but it had a weird pattern. It was making weird,
Messing with the cameras.
making that weird wavy,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what you would call it.
Roma's acid tripping.
That's exactly what I was
Pretty
thinking,
much.
acid.
Yeah.
She cracked her neck and went to a flashback.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, of course, the lovely Roma, always
guys.
producing. Very cool. Thank you. So, today, let's talk about the most important story of the hour. Coke and the cherry vanilla Coke in particular. Now, I have a couple cans here because I happened to purchase some of this, as Christian brought it up before to me and said, oh, they came out with this new thing. And I was like, they've had that forever. And I may have been wrong for once.
They had cherry Coke and they had vanilla Coke, but
And-
now they have cherry vanilla Coke.
I think, what we're thinking is the machines on the soda machines.
Like Skynet, Cyberdyne Industries.
You could always mix them. But now it's available for the consumer at the home.
Yeah, the Coke dump box, I think they call that, right?
Is that what it is?
I think so. That's what they call it. I don't know.
I forget what those are called. Yeah, nice.
What am I, some kind of Coke marketing professional? You'd think. Eh? You hold it up. There's no label.
There's no label.
Way to go, Coke. Anyways, so I got you guys a couple cans of this, and I wanted you guys to try it. I didn't want you to be parched deep into the episode, so I thought we'd start out with it. So, if you don't mind, please crack your tabs.
I've been waiting for this.
Hashtag crack your tabs. let's just sample it and just tell me what you think.
Oh, mine just sprayed all over the screen.
All right.
It's delicious.
Is it?
I love it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The vanilla's good in it.
You think so?
Yeah.
See, I think I
Vanilla's
like.
the stronger flavor.
I was gonna say, I think I like the cherry more than the vanilla.
I
Blasphemy.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
To me, it just tastes like a rum and Coke with none of the great after effects. It tastes terrible, and I hate it. I literally hate it. It's the
I'll
worst
take
thing
them
I've
off your
ever.
hands.
Yeah, you can have the rest of them.
Okay.
I do not want them.
That's a shame.
Seriously, it's so disappointing. It tastes like a Captain Morgan's rum and Coke, except you don't get drunk and take a young lady or gentleman home. A young lady with nothing to do, or a gentleman that's a little confused. Sexually.
Yeah, maybe he's figuring it out. Maybe this isn't his first rodeo.
That's true. He tricked me. That's what I
I'm
say.
bamboozled.
I'm very accusatory in those situations. He tricked me. The cops pull you over and, you're both a little disheveled.
You and the cop?
No, me and the young man. Barely out of high school. He's got a fresh 100 in his pocket.
Yeah, where'd you meet him? What's
New
going
thrift
on?
store shirt.
The cop could be asking, "What are you two doing?" And just be like, "We don't really know."
Me and my son are out in the middle of the night, very sweaty.
I'm not sweaty. Why are you sweaty?
Exactly, yeah. You're gay. Oh, wait. Say that to the cop. Oops. Yeah. Kids need thrift store shirts. That's what I'm trying to say.
Everyone needs shirts from the thrift store because you can get some real, unique pieces there. I got this one. I got Alaska, The Last Frontier. And then you may have seen from a couple episodes ago, my geese one. A beautiful piece.
Now, did they rip off Star Trek The Next Generation with Space The Final Frontier? These are the voyages of the Star Trek Enterprise?
Was it Geese the Next Frontier?
Picard?
Oh, Alaska.
No, Alaska. The Last Frontier.
I think Star Trek ripped off Alaska.
Well, all right. I mean, potentially. I don't know. Hard to say.
My entire outfit is thrifted.
Really?
The hoodie, the shirt, the pants.
Underwear.
Yeah, you going commando?
Yeah. I'm not wearing any underwear.
Ooh.
These are definitely not my underwear.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely not my underwear.
Maybe
I'm an
don't
excellent
thrift your
driver.
underwear. Or do.
Have you guys
They have
ever...
those
gotta.
brand new packs. If you go to the Mormon ones, they've got the brand new packs.
like old Ted Bundy. Old Teddy B.
Is that what they call that?
Well, he was a Mormon for a little while.
For a minute, in between murder sprees.
Hey, we all are, Roma, in between murder sprees.
Are we?
Yeah, aren't we?
I guess I am in the middle of a murder spree, so that makes sense.
This is a deep show we're on.
It's a good time to find God.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, right after you killed someone.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant during the coronavirus.
Or got caught
pandemic.
with a young man.
I was inspired by her sweatshirt, Ben Franklin.
That's true.
Yeah, that's really what making me change my...
Yeah, when I drink a Schlitz, that's all I can think
A
about.
schloppel.
A Schlitz? What was that? Falcon Raven? What were we talking about? Yes, last time, the Amish?
Falcons, Germans, and their special falcon trays.
Yes, and the Roomsprecher.
That's amazing to me.
Roomspringa.
Yes.
That's amazing that that's even a thing.
Yeah.
A falcon tray?
Well, I can't believe we don't have one in studio.
There you
How
go.
many times have I been looking around with my Falcon going,
Where do I put
where
it?
does this go? Really? And then I'm like, oh, Falcon tray. There you go. Thank you.
Of course, the Germans designed it first.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, think about it. Where else are you going to put your Falcon? And is it a tray that's completely flat, or is there some kind of a surface where the Falcon can nestle its talons? Hashtag nestle talons.
I think it's like a gallon tub. You just like set it in there and it's just like
Just on its side. Like you pack it into a foam. It's cut out, just perfectly formed for it. Absolutely.
Germans did not invent trays, so they've had problems like, retrograding their designs.
It's true. I get it.
Who did invent trays?
It was probably the most elite of, well, I think it's probably an urban thing, like shooting a tray. From the outside. From outside the key. It's a 3-pointer. It's a basketball joke.
Yeah, you lost me.
All right.
Yep, that was...
Roma, help us out. I could tell Roma was prepping a segue. Wait, is this actually what it is?
Lufthansa? gives
Lufthansa.
Lufthansa gives Falcon seat upgrade.
See, I told you it was a gallon jug. Look at that.
Now, what was wrong with the old Falcon seat? That's what I'm asking.
This Lufthansa specially designed Falcon Master Tray will allow first-class passengers to bring their birds on board with more comfort and less mess.
The Falcon Master. If you're that powerful in life, you've already surpassed Falcon Master. If you're carrying a Falcon onto a first-class plane, you don't need that title.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You already have that title.
Exactly. You're the master of all things.
Right this way, Falcon Master.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been hearing that shit since I was a kid. Get out of my way, stupid. That's what I'd say.
I wonder if you could train your falcon to like peck someone's eyes out. Be like, don't test me. I've got my falcon on me. I'm strapped.
You guys were talking about how you would use them to send messages or whatever, get back, and the only thing I'd ever heard of falcons being used for is hunting. That they would take down like rabbits, especially, and stuff like that. But I think they'd even get deer, or they would corral deer, kind of like dogs. How dogs help you hunt.
You dirty dog.
Mhm.
Oh wait.
That dog don't hunt. That means it doesn't work. It's an old timey what is it, Southerner expression.
Ooh, okay. So here this says not only was it a sport, but also in many cases nobility used the magnificent birds to take down other birds like pigeons relaying messages between castles.
Oh,
Military officers used pigeons during wartime to send messages, and falcons were trained to nab the opposition's pigeons.
nice. So then you'd and they'd probably bring the pigeon to you, and then you'd intercept that message.
And then you'd eat them.
So it's like you sent the text to the wrong
Yeah.
girlfriend.
New phone, who dis?
New falcon, who dis?
Do you guys ever get those text messages and respond to them? You know, like when
As if
someone.
you were
Yes.
the intentional.
Sometimes not. Have you guys ever?
My friend, she accidentally got involved with like a soccer moms group, and she kept saying things like, I think she was like send pics. It was like a coach. He was like, "Hey coach, I was really happy about the game today." And she's like, she sent him like, "Come over to my house." And he's like, "I don't know, coach." Really awful stuff.
And then
She
there's-
had this happen 2 different times.
Popular number.
And she definitely both times fed into it and tried to make the other person extremely uncomfortable.
My favorite are
Shout
the
out
ones.
Brittany.
My favorite are the ones that are Craigslist recipients. Have you ever had a Craigslist person reach out to you and
I
say, "Do
wish.
you still have this?"
I wish.
That is my favorite thing in the world. It's only happened to me, I think, twice. Once, somebody said, "Do you still have the dog kennel?" And I just got this text out of the middle of nowhere. Or, "Hey, do you still have that dog kennel up for sale?" And I'm like, "All right." So I started texting back, and I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And I had a dog at the time named Jasper, and he was a giant American bulldog, and he was like 100 pounds,
You
about
had a dog
80.
named Jasper?
Yeah, a girlfriend's dog, so it was our dog. So he was like almost 100 pounds, and so I used this in my creation of this fictitious world where I have a kennel for sale on Craigslist. So he said, "Oh, do you still have that for sale?" And I said, "Yeah, but I need the money up front because I've got to get another kennel to keep Jasper in." I said, "He's a 100-pound American bulldog," and I said, "The neighbors get really pissed because he's running around trying to rape all the school kids." And they're like, "Jesus." I was like, "Yeah, I wanted to get him fixed." Oh, that's what it was. I wanted to get him fixed. And I said, "I'd also like to have his balls bronzed, if possible." So, depending on how much money you confront me for the kettle.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
They
What
didn't message back. I think it was probably the school kid rape that, parents are getting upset. Yeah,
Oh, that's a really good one.
it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. One of the
You
greatest
should have
days of
taken
my life.
screenshots.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is you never know how awesome something is until it's gone. Not the relationship with the lady or the dog.
Yeah,
The
that's a big dog.
child rape things. Yeah. Oh, and I used to shower with him.
Okay.
So, he was a very large dog, and he had this like thing on his neck that would blow up, and it was like a saliva gland that was
Oh.
impacted, and so we'd have to like massage hot water and compresses and stuff on
Oh,
him. And
yikes.
so I'd be in the shower, nude, with 100-pound American bulldog. Robo, will you bring up a picture of what an American bulldog looks like? And I mean, he's pretty much as tall as as I am when he's all stretched out because he's just huge. And he would he would just be sitting there looking at me just while I'm showering. So like, it's a little uncomfortable when you're just sitting there, showering yourself. Yeah. So he was kind of like the white one right there, the one in the middle. Yep.
Cutie.
So yeah, that's pretty much what he looked like, and
Okay.
very large though. I think his head was about the size of a pumpkin.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Wow.
Like, not like, a prize winning pumpkin,
That was a
but
big pumpkin.
old pumpkin head. Yeah. Really good dog, though. He never bit my genitals.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
hashtag no
impressive.
genital bite. Wait, that wasn't a good one. I'm still new at this. Great hashtag.
I feel really guilty when I poop in front of a dog. So like I couldn't imagine being fully naked in the shower.
What are you doing in the yard? Get it?
They always seem to
Pooping
find
together.
you. They always seem to find you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So they have a nose for that. They got a nose for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yes. So, why would you have the dog? Where is your toilet at? I guess is my question.
I don't know. Like there's some dogs that like poke. They open doors that aren't fully
Okay.
closed. So like you'll be there and you're like, oh, and then it's just like staring at you and like, they look guilty and you look guilty. So
Yes.
The moral of that story is he doesn't shut the door.
Yes, I totally
But
get
you know
it.
what? I do like watching dogs poop because they'll look back at you and they look so guilty. So maybe it's like, maybe it's like
So you both look
yeah,
really guilty?
Exactly. Maybe I was
They
just returning
enjoy
the
it, you
favor.
enjoy it?
Like, I don't know.
That is funny.
Yeah. I'm thinking about Bootsy a lot too. Bootsy's a guilty looking dog.
Yes.
And
Bootsy's our parents' dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe he was named after Bootsy Collins.
slap at that
because-
bass.
Yep. Because of his flamboyant style and dress. Bootsy's. Not Collins, the dog.
The dog.
Bootsy does have a little bit of a flamboyant style.
Yeah, all the sequins and shit. The crazy glasses. The gold teeth.
The platform boots.
No, wait, I'm thinking of Bootsy Collins, I think.
Yes.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
the dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dog.
I think the dog has a bandana.
Remember when I got Bootsy the collar for Christmas and Dad didn't want to put it on because he
Was it the pink one?
yeah, I was
Yes.
picking with the bell. It's like, no, I'll put it on later. I'm like, put the collar on now.
Yeah, our dad said he wouldn't put up with that shit. He's kind of a Philadelphia tough guy sort. Yes, there's the Bootsy Collins. That's exactly how the dog looks. Yep. Just same flair. Yeah, it's awesome. Do you think he's sexually aggressive?
He's intense.
I think he's a bit intense, yeah. I don't think he's passive.
He's an expressive lover, I'm sure.
Yeah. I bet you he's very tender.
Yeah, he used to be a farmer,
Think so?
probably.
Yeah. You can see him out there. He's on a tractor, dressed exactly the same.
Lots of sequins.
And if you think about it, Little John sort of ripped this guy off.
Yeah.
I never even
Yeah.
thought about that
Yeah,
before.
wow. The glasses,
Yeah,
their overall demeanor.
I would assume so. I'm not a big Bootsy Collins aficionado. Holy shit! Yeah, look at him right there.
Would you-
in a yellow shirt and everything?
Yeah, would you actually type in Little John versus Bootsy Collin? See
Oh
what
yeah,
see what
maybe
happens
somebody
there.
else has made this.
Yeah, I'm sure we're not the first one.
Well, we storm a lot of ground on this show.
Booty Collins.
Did you see that first result? Lil Jon versus regular Jimmy John sandwich?
That's awesome. Whatever it is, maybe nobody did it.
I think this is our calling.
We started it. Hashtag Bootsy Collins, Little John. Hashtag Little John. Wait, Little Bootsy?
John. Oh, yeah, Little Bootsy
John
versus
Collins?
John Collins.
Little Collins? I don't know. How about just Phil Collins?
Bootsy John Collins.
Yeah. I think we've really come on to something.
Little Bootsy John Collins.
If I wasn't certain that Little John knew who his dad was, I would think
is a Big
it
John.
could be Bootsy Collins. Yeah.
Kat says hi, and Steve S says, Megan, like your hair.
Ooh. Very nice. Hello, Cat. And I did my hair as well. Steve. So
It looks great.
thanks.
I was honestly
I
thinking
mean,
about you when I did
It
this.
feels a little forced now.
It's okay to try.
Guess I'll just have this show and nobody will pay attention to me. Stupid.
He needs attention. Everyone leave him
Yeah.
love in the
Don't
comments.
you understand the
Exactly.
point of this show?
Please clap. Yeah,
Steven's
exactly.
ego.
Yes,
Everyone.
exactly.
Steven. Steven. Steven.
You're so cool.
I know, right? I've been telling people that. Just-
I know, right?
that's what I get.
I thought it was
Aw.
funny.
Oh.
Yeah, I stand in the pet store by the cricket box. You know they have one of those.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah. You can eat as many as you want.
For some reason, they really.
They never even say anything.
You
some
need to be
reason-
careful what you eat at the pet store because sometimes those dog treats look like people food.
They look really
And
good.
sometimes they even kind of taste like people food. So, like, if you go in there and there's a tray of cookies, or maybe even
With
like a whole
frosting on
bulk
'em.
section of things that look like cookies, don't eat them.
They might not be cookies, is what you're saying?
They're not cookies for you. They're
They're
for
not-
dogs. I
they're not
found that
human
out the hard
cookies.
way.
And that's one thing that pisses me off is those people that bake cookies and stuff like that for their dogs. I get it. You're barren. I get it. Just kidding, everyone. Jeez. No, but yeah, there's like people that I would love for somebody to bake something for me. Apparently, everyone thinks I'm an asshole.
No baked goods for you, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, nice
Right.
older lady. To
It is nice having grandmas who bake for you.
is it?
Yeah.
Steve
it
S
is.
says, Steven, like your hair too.
Oh, I think out of nowhere. Hashtag out of nowhere.
You know, I've never had like a Craigslist mistext, but there have been multiple people who've hit me up on Instagram trying to buy my Instagram handle off me.
Hey, would
Oh,
you spell
weird.
that?
I have
Real
two
quick.
Instagrams, so
Yeah.
it's my shorter name.
Yeah, what's a dick and
Kirkles.
pickle?
It's just Kirkles. But someone hit me up, they're like, I really need your name because like it means a lot to me and I don't want to go into it right now. It's like, no, go into it. And they told me this whole story. They're like, before my grandpa died, like he always called me Kirkles and we built a plane together and blah blah. I'm like, well, how much are you gonna give me for my name? And they're like $5. I'm like, you're telling me you built a plane and you're only offering me $5?
I hope your grandfather was John Denver.
And he's like, my grandpa died of cancer and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, this guy's really going into it.
Yeah.
He totally made all that shit up too, which I loved.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I don't want to go into it. I was like, no, dude, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like, what should I do? They're like, cancer. Say your grandpa had cancer. Put a grandpa on there.
I wonder what the scheme was, you know? Like, were they going to make some money off of that? Maybe they're going to sell a product.
I don't know
Oh,
what
shit.
his scheme was, but I went to his page and I was like, bro, you only have like 2 pics. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
giving up my
yeah.
name for someone who doesn't even post.
True that.
Kirkadickle pickles. You know?
The crunch you crave.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, really
Perfect.
quick though, the best pickles, Clausen, and then the refrigerated, like kind of by the cheeses, because they
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
they don't cook them.
Yeah.
Best pickle. That is the
Nah.
crunch I crave.
There is a decent, the Carnegie pickles. Have you had those from Costco?
No.
Yes. It's they're so from the Carnegie Deli. That's that famous one in New York that does like 3 pounds of meat on each sandwich, and they like cut it in. If you've ever seen like diners, drive-ins, and dives,
Ooh. Guy Fieri.
yeah, any of those.
I'm sorry.
shows.
Hold on, really quick. His last name is not Fieri. It's Fieri. Yeah.
He's very particular.
Yeah, he is
about
very
that.
particular. Like Guy
Really?
Fieri. Yeah.
He's real cunt about it.
I mean, you've seen the guy.
Yeah.
Is this a shock?
Yeah, he seems like a reasonable fellow. Would have reasonable expectations.
Yeah. That sounds good though. 3 pounds of meat.
I like how he's still rocking the blonde tip, bleach
Frosted tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna come back around sometime.
In Sync
true.
is, so
Still? Is that even a
I
thing?
think they're actually coming to town. So
Maybe
I
not
know
we
anymore.
should
I'm-
all get tickets and then do a live show from the NSYNC concert.
I'll bleach my pubes.
I realize it's not In Sync. It's Backstreet.
I would too, but I'm
Backstreet's
clean.
back.
Oh yeah,
I was a Backstreet Girl more so than it was a little after my time, but I liked Backstreet.
It's
better.
timeless, so
Well, there you go.
can you say?
Yep. You can't.
Best pickles though, Gut pickles. They're like a
Very
German
good.
pickle, and they've got like the Alps on them, and they're amazing.
Okay, do you remember back in the day going to ShopRite and then having the pickle barrels?
Yeah. Wawa
And the
had the pickle
dairy?
barrels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And I would go up to people and I'd be like, "Hey, you got barrel pickles?" And they're like, "What? Is that a brand or something?" I'm like, "No, it's a barrel with pickles in it. It's literal." I'm like, "There's just a 5-gallon bucket inside of this barrel."
No, it's a barrel with pickles in it.
Yeah. It's not a secret code or nothing. It's literally because they would just have one in the middle of like the aisle or just like
Yeah.
right by where
Usually
they make a
it's next to the
sandwich.
deli. Yeah.
Compulsion.
We don't have anything good anymore. I never see barrels of pickles around.
Well, I don't think they're sanitary.
Well, I
don't
want
care.
pickles.
I'm not eating a pickle to be sanitary.
But vinegar, though.
After this whole situation, we're never getting pickled barrels back.
Pickled barrels. Well,
It is what it is.
this place called Wawa, which we brought up in the past, was basically a 7-Eleven, but they had sandwiches that they would make there
had, like,
too.
a
So they
deli
would slice
section.
It was
your
like a deli.
delis,
Yeah.
and like bagels and
Which they're kind of bringing back. If like some places will have like, it's more like pizza or like burritos or tacos or.
I'm bringing bagels
Subway.
back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
There's you know what? There's not enough bagel sandwiches places.
They're not that good though.
I love a bagel, but I
Do you?
more actually just buy the day-old bagels. I don't even
Do
eat
you?
the sandwiches.
That is a nice thing.
I don't know why I asked for the sandwich part of it to be included. All
You
right,
don't
I
need
just,
to.
I'm into the sandwich part.
yeah.
Say what you want. I've been to a couple really good bagel shops, like the Bagel Shop.
Oh, that's interesting. What do they have there?
A lot of drunk students from U of I, but
Oh,
also
okay.
really good bagel sandwiches.
Interesting.
They like
I
give
actually
them
went
you and they're
there.
in tinfoil and they're so juicy and you're just drunk and
Yeah, when I was on tour, I went there. I actually had 2
Lost.
meals there. Yeah.
pretty good, huh?
It was actually pretty good. It was.
Yeah.
She's very suggestive of that. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
it's
you
like what-
liked it, right?
Yeah.
It was open late. That was the best part.
Don't fuck with the bagel, the bagel market. You know the Dow's down. You better don't speak ill of the bagel.
Don't come for my bagels, y'all.
Yeah, it's true. Out of my cold dead hand,
Hey,
I say.
can we make a promise that if things don't go how we planned them to, you
Mm-hmm.
know, or how they're, can we make a bagel speakeasy if we need to?
Underground bagel.
Yeah.
Yeah, secret code. Schmear.
Come on in. You can eat in here if you'd like.
Bootleg bagels. Welcome.
Yeah. Bootsy Collins bootleg bagels.
Yes.
Bring it
Yes.
all around.
Are you hungry, baby?
I think it's a hashtag.
Let me get that off your finger.
Oh, and we do barrel pickles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, the barrel pickles, the bootleg barrel pickles.
We have a bunch of sluts just.
Honestly, I'd probably be a little guilty
We
myself.
could just put that
yeah.
on Tinder, be like, we got a barrel full of these ladies.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Or men.
Or men.
Discriminating.
Yeah, you know.
You gotta have some hot dudes in there to get some
You
hot
actually,
chicks.
you can have both now. Your
yeah.
profile
You
can be set
honestly,
to both.
you really don't need hot dudes to get hot chicks.
It helps.
Especially if they're super gay.
Well, I've
But
had
you don't tell them that. Just saying.
There is an attraction.
Yeah. Naturally, I think. And the women feel safe. I mean, you know, they see the pickles and they're like,
I don't
"Ugh."
know. I think there's a thing to be said about women that are out of men's range or what
Choose your words carefully, Roma. League.
league.
That's the word I'm thinking. There's something to be said about women being around men that they're out of their league. It gives them power.
Well,
Like I love being around ugly men.
yeah. But hopefully they're rich though.
I surround myself.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Joking. You guys are both handsome.
Well,
as
I
hell.
think that's the show, gentlemen.
Yep. We're out of here.
Their egos are
Yep.
shattered.
Yeah.
Let's go
It's
find
hanging
some
on by a
ugly chicks.
thread. Yeah.
We're looking for some ugly co-hosts.
You know, I think that, you know, there is that whole thing of like, you can date someone who's not in your league, but the only thing is then people like will point it out. And sometimes like, You know,
Where's ya?
I was out one time with with my man,
With Christian,
not
yeah.
not with Christian, and one of my friends from the past came up to me and she was like, my boyfriend's standing right next to me, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" She looks at him and she's like, "She is so out of your league," and he was just like, "What?" Like he was pretty hurt by the whole
Yeah.
thing, and I was offended too because I was like, "Don't like hurt his feelings." Like, it's like not cool.
That's why I
Yeah,
get
but you make
blackout
him
when I
look
go out.
good, though.
That's
So I
right.
have to remember those.
See, your significant other is as good as their spouse, as far as I'm concerned. So if you're an ugly person with a hot spouse, that brings you way up in the rungs.
Yeah, you got like a big dick or something.
You can leverage that.
Right, because you don't know why it is that they're attractive, and it's probably something that you really wish you had. Big dick, money, I don't even
Great
know.
personality,
Big
Great
money dick.
personality.
Mm-hmm.
Bah.
Planking, pegging,
parkour skills.
the old plank and
Eggs,
peg.
thank you. Still
What
looking
about
for one of those.
humorous with a podcast or clever?
Yeah,
Or any
yeah,
of
yeah.
that?
Art really doesn't
Notes.
sell. Art doesn't sell.
Hashtag guy maker.
Oh, there's a gynecologist.
Yeah,
As a gynecologist, you're like, man, I hate paying for those checkups. If only I could
exactly.
get those perks at home.
Yeah, I need that universal health care. Roma, I have some stories I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
The first one being, yeah, actually, we can start with that one. So, all right, you guys like cell phones, right? Have you used one before?
I have used one. It
Okay.
was brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're all right. So, go ahead, scroll up, Roma, on that. So this is, there's some evidence that China has had 21 million cellular phones stop being used in the past 3 months.
Okay.
So the service has been discontinued. Landlines, there's been 840,000. What this indicates is, well, probably some businesses closed and stuff with the landlines, but 21 million cell phones being turned off is not generally. It's not. This time
Normal.
last year, yeah, it's not normal. It's a very strange coincidence that the coronavirus and this would be going on. When last year it just kept going up until December, it kept going up, and then in January there was several like 100,000 phones, and then 7 million phones, and then up to 21 million phones this last month.
Got turned
So,
off.
Yes, we're all turned off.
Huh.
Probably because they can't afford to pay for it because it's not working.
Well, that could be, but also, I guess cell phones in that country are very, very important. So they're very digitally integrated, where like we kind of choose to integrate our digital personality or our digital profiles, you know, and go, oh, I'm going to bank online. Oh, I'm going to do this online and that online. There, it's compulsory, like you have to. So it's very interesting that their healthcare tends to be on there. So like there's a red, green, and yellow system of healthcare there. So if you have an infection, you're red, and there's like a QR code that like you have to use to pass through. I guess certain areas, venues. I don't know if you can go into courts or public transportation, any of that stuff. Public transportation is based upon your phone, your banking, your social security, your pension, all of that stuff. So, like, their lives are very phone-centric.
Essential. Yeah, cell phones are
Yes.
almost essential for everyday life.
Yes. So, when you have reports of 80,000 people that got the coronavirus and only, like, 3,000 dying, that's,
Are you
21
suggesting that
million.
China would lie in the news?
I would never say anything like that. No.
That would be very out of character.
Yes.
I'm actually right now, I'm trying to think about like what could be alternative reasonings. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, is it that people just upgraded from 2 phones to 1? Like, I don't, you know?
Yeah. Well, and they say people can have multiple phones, and that the parents would have the phones for the kids, so you can have up to 5 phones as an individual. But those would be for your kids. You know, I don't know why else you would need several cell phones, but it's just interesting the way that the numbers play out.
It got exponentially.
Yeah, to like, and it totally aligns with the coronavirus.
Interesting. Yeah, wow.
I mean,
So-
they also had all those protests too. Maybe all those people went to prison who were
Well-
protesting for human rights and whatnot.
That could be. I don't know if 21 million or And I mean, look, there's going to be different reasons for different things. But even if like they were saying in this article on the Epic Times, even if it was 10% of that was death toll from coronavirus.
Yeah, that's still a lot. That's exponential.
2-point-something million. That's pretty damn.
Yeah, crazy.
I know
Pretty
Italy released a report that they had almost 800 deaths in one day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So seeing China
That was
is
in
a lot
Italy.
larger. I mean, and they're saying 3,000.
I think they said total that they had 3,000 deaths, somewhere right around that, out of 80,000 people that got it, and they were saying that there wasn't more cases and all. It's just it's a bunch of BS, because I'm sure.
Malarkey.
Well, from all I know about communists, they're not big about openness and admitting their faults.
Yeah.
Kind of like the fake grocery stores in North Korea.
That's some cool stuff. I
Yeah.
really like that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I'm a big fan.
Steve S. Oh,
No, yeah.
I was gonna say Steve S. says that Chinese individuals are actually scored, and it gives or takes away privileges.
Oh, wow.
Oh, like Black Mirror.
It's like a social. Well, yeah, and that's part of the cool thing is, so if everything's based on the phone, so and you can't get on public transport because you have a red flag on your health code, how is that? And our society's free, for the most part, but we could make ourselves, dig ourselves into that hole, where people were like, back in the old days when Easy Pass wasn't a thing that people trusted because they're like, oh, the government's going to know where we are. It's like, nobody gives a shit where you are,
Until they do.
Well, and then everyone's holding GPS trackers in their pockets that tell them everything they ever looked up, how to strangle a woman, how to hammer kill a woman, how to poison a woman, how to get rid of a woman's body, just whatever
How to
they're
chop a
looking
dick
up.
off.
What?
What?
All right.
How your dick fell off. There's not anything like
My
that.
husband's dick fell off, and I totally had nothing to do with it. Help.
Exactly. Yeah, help him, please. I'm so upset.
Top 10 reasons why your dick falls off.
Little John versus Sandwich.
Well, and Rome and I were talking about if your penis fell off, and the
Were
first
we?
thing you want to do is put it in a cup of milk,
Oh, right.
like they tell you back in elementary school.
I would have done Jello.
Why?
Buoyancy.
All right. Well, you put teeth in.
You put teeth in milk?
Yeah.
If your tooth falls out? Oh,
They didn't teach you that?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
No.
Calcium.
I mean, that was back when they didn't 3D print teeth.
Are they doing that now?
I want the
Probably.
printed teeth. Super nice.
Yeah, I'd be smiling
Or my
so
initials.
high. Yeah.
Hey.
My teeth will be so
Sup,
white
girl?
they'll glow in the dark. Arr.
That's right.
I have always wanted my fangs to have a grill. Just on these two fangs. Gold.
I had got a meth head make me some fangs once.
Was
I
it,
remember
was it
that.
5 gum?
What?
Was it 5 gum?
5 gum?
Yeah, you could take the blue wrappers and then you put it.
No, I think he mixed it up himself out of a compound.
Wait, he made
and
it
dremeled them down.
grills or teeth?
Teeth.
Teeth,
Like
vampire fangs.
Yes.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
remember
he was
that.
in my mouth. He lived with his mother.
When you're a crack addict, that's
Who
kind of.
was that?
I don't know. He's like 40 something probably.
Not
That was
how
a young,
old.
svelte
Who? Do you remember his name?
17-year-old.
Oh,
Leroy.
I think I remember who you're talking about.
Leroy the Manatee Larson.
He loved Megadeth. Does that help?
Nice, yeah.
He,
It wasn't Brian, was it?
he
I'd
thought
say
that,
the last name, but I'm not going to.
he thought that Metallica was hacks, but he loved Megadeth.
I would say out of the big four, that's probably one of the worst.
He wished that that Megadeth
Megadeth.
had won the. It's kind of like between Prince and Michael Jackson kind of thing. Except he lost. Had some interesting shirts though. Mostly about Megadeth. I hope she shows up next time with a
The
Megadeth
Megadeth
shirt.
shirt.
I probably could thrift one.
That's what I'm saying. If anybody's not cool and gives
We
them
do
away.
a Megan Death shirt.
Ooh.
Hashtag
yeah.
Megan
Christian
Death.
should wear that.
Yeah, that's. Uh-oh.
As he's-
That sounds very incriminating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old Megan death.
Yeah.
If anything happens to me.
Yeah. Look at his shirt. I've always liked the idea of having a note in your clothes at all times, your wallet that says this person did it, just in case you die. I've always liked that concept. I need to do it.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a funny one. Not only does it like not help the police, but it also doesn't help the other person. Like it's just funny. I don't know.
That's considerate of you.
It's the ultimate prank, really.
Yeah.
You kill yourself, but you make it look like a crime.
You stage your own murder.
Well, and then just think, it'll make the Netflix documentary so much better because they need that twist for episode 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they want a docu-series. They don't want just a docu-duo,
Right.
you know? It's stupid.
It's funny. A lot of them, they drag them out to like 5-7 episodes.
Too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The last one I watched, they dragged it out way too
Oh, I
long.
know.
Which one was
dude.
it?
It was
Julio Gonzalez, some little kid.
And
The football player.
No, that's Aaron
That
Rodriguez.
one was actually pretty good. It was like the trials of Daniel Rodriguez.
Oh, Julio Gonzalez.
Julio
okay,
Gonzalez.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, they're all the same.
was that the one about killing the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
I
funny.
haven't seen
But
that
like we
one
got like
yet.
3 episodes in, and it was like they told the same thing every 10 minutes. Like his home life wasn't good. People didn't care. How did this happen? And it was just that the whole time. I'm like, I agree.
It's
Yeah.
a
But-
terrible
I agree.
story, but you know.
Yeah.
I like that one social worker. That one really cunty one.
I don't think we even made to that point.
Oh,
yeah, I
boy.
think because I think it was like episode 4 is where they decided to like bring like now we're trying the social workers or whatever, you
Yeah.
know. And I was like, I can't even. We were also cleaning, and it was like a Sunday, and it wasn't very appropriate for like, you know, a light mood. Like put it on in the background. It was like bruises everywhere. Like you know, there was a
Burnt
cage.
Cigarettes. Yeah. There's a cage. I haven't watched it yet.
It was a
Yeah,
cabinet.
it's pretty
There's a
good.
cabinet. Yeah.
Kat says, have you watched Tiger King? on
Me,
Netflix.
yow.
Is that the one with the guy who was running for president?
I don't know.
He's
I
like
haven't
the
seen
white
it.
trash Oklahoma dude.
She said it was a wild ride.
I think it's a brand new one that just came out like yesterday or
Okay.
today. It's one we're gonna have to talk about. So that might
I've
be
been
some homework.
quarantined, so I haven't been able to watch all my favorite shows with the people that I usually watch with.
Okay.
So
Like on the Sensible Sociopath podcast.
well, yeah.
Available on all major platforms.
Yes. Also, we're at 99 subscribers, so somebody please subscribe because we want to have
Well-
that 100.
I think we're at 100 now, aren't we?
I don't know. Let's not kill the flow there, Christian. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Everyone stop, please.
No one
Don't.
subscribed. We have to see
Yeah.
first.
Exactly. We got this handled. No, please subscribe to the show because we're super cool. Oh, we're at 100.
We
Yeah, there you
literally
go.
just hit 100.
Thank you.
Retarded, like really retarded.
Oops.
Rules. What did that say?
Stop crapping on me.
Kat said we're at 100, and Margot says don't watch the child abuse show.
Why?
Because it's bad for your psyche. Thanks, Margot, for looking out for our mental health.
Margot says watch Shameless.
Well, I mean, aren't they alcoholics on that? I'd say that's a form of child abuse.
If they're drunk, then they don't know they're doing it.
Oh, because they're not wearing sleeves. You know.
No, Margot, not 100 on Yahoo, 100 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yahoo!
I think Yahoo's really going to start picking up the pace, though.
Yeah. I don't know. It's between them and Bing. They're like right, you
Yeah.
know, they're neck and neck for top stop spot.
I'm more of a Netscape navigator kind of guy myself.
I'm still using Ask Jeeves.
Oh, snap.
Classic.
Jeeves is all super old. He looks like Birdie.
Just as ornery.
He got a facelift, but you could tell.
Let's just say the I don't use the I'm feeling lucky button because you can't really trust him anymore.
Yeah.
That's when he passes a fart. I'm feeling oh, no, never mind. I shat myself.
Oh, I wish I hadn't.
I shat my pants.
I miss the old internet. I remember I had like AOL and like the chat room and dial up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
All
tutor.
the predators you could find.
I tutor this kid and he's like 14. He makes me feel so old because he's like, wow, the internet's being so slow. I'm like, you don't even know what slow internet is.
Totally.
And he's like, I'm like, use the number symbol. He's like, you mean hashtag? I'm like, ah.
Yeah. Yeah, the pound key. Yeah.
So wait, Megan, have you ever used a rotary phone?
I have. I mean, it wasn't working. It was
Okay.
for a photo shoot.
Have you ever dialed on a rotary phone?
Yeah. I know how to do it if that's what you guys are thinking.
I know now.
You're just a little bit younger than us, so I was just curious.
Well, thank you.
I mean, not me, but you guys.
I mean, it's a good
probably.
thing.
I thought we were twins.
We
Yeah,
were
that's
That's what you
talking
said last
about
show.
Yeah, exactly. No, I got younger than you.
Steve and I were talking about where we would be at in 13 years,
Ugh.
and I'll be
Jesus.
really old.
Well, that's your problem, Roma. I'm
83 look good on you.
Like that. I'm like that Foo Fighters song I wasn't alive to hear.
The Pretenders.
I think it was Evergreen, wasn't it?
Everlong.
Everlong. That's the one. See, I didn't even know the name of it.
Evergreen.
Yeah,
You know, evergreen.
it's a Christmas song.
Yeah. How long? I'm waiting
It's
here for you.
been- Oh, okay.
Evergreen.
I sing an even older song.
It's classic, though.
Hello. Yeah.
I stay young by just like staying in tune with the youth. Like, I'm on TikTok, you guys.
Oh,
Like,
snap.
I'm really hip now. I got a Facebook. Oh, wait, that was a couple years back, but I got off MySpace, and I'm just, I'm with the times.
Friendster.
Friendster.
Friend face.
I was looking at LimeWire,
Oh God,
I'm more of a fan
LimeWire.
of Frostwire.
Napster. Now.
Let me get my Zune out one sec.
Oh yes.
Nice.
I had a friend that actually bought a Zune and was telling me how much better it was. And of
What's
course
a Zune?
Zune, Roma. Please bring up a Zune.
It's an MP3 player before they became phones.
Yes, it is
Actually,
true.
you know what? I did buy a Zune soft shell case that fits my external terabyte hard drive perfectly.
Yes.
That's the most useful thing a Zune's ever done for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the answer to the iPod. I think it was
I
a
vaguely
Sony.
remember this.
Was it a Sony
I
product?
don't know.
Hard to say.
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Oh, Microsoft. Okay. Yeah, so it was a huge flop. Just
Yeah.
immense flop.
Was it? Because they featured it in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, did they? Oh, is that what he was using to play his? No, he was playing a cassette player, wasn't he?
No, you haven't seen the new one, apparently. Spoiler alert, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all based around Guardians or the Zune, the Microsoft Zune.
Was that really that time frame? Are they still a company? What's going on with them? How are they doing?
Microsoft?
They still
think
make
they're
iPods.
doing okay.
I think iPods are having a comeback, kind of like vinyls are. People are like, check this out. Just plays music.
iPods are kind of sweet for that reason. I get it.
Like they have to make it bigger, so like there's just this tiny postage stamp sized. Not that you would know what that is,
A
but
shuffle?
yeah, yeah, and the rest of it's just hollow. You can put Tic Tacs in it. Fresh breath.
Look at my new Tic
Fresh
Tac
beats.
box. It's vintage.
It'd be cool if you could only put music that was pre like 2007.
Steve S. said he totally grew up with the rotary. It was a technology leap when the push button debuted.
I bet it was.
Yeah, no
I bet it was.
How do I use this thing?
And you're like, what in the?
Hey, Steve's on YouTube.
Yeah,
He's staying up to
right.
date.
That's right.
He's with the times.
Accidentally wandered in the room. What's going on in here? You talking to me? No, old Steve, he remembers this.
Help.
It's not working that great, guys.
Who broke it?
I don't know.
It's like
Seems to be working perfectly.
yeah, it's like you're standing on
Good
on a
white
busy
noise.
highway.
Yeah. Seems it's working flawlessly.
Releasing falcons.
Yeah. Hey, bird! Hey, catch that pigeon! Yeah. It's a screaming phone. Screamaphone. Hashtag screamaphone.
You know what I think we should do?
Wah.
I think we should watch Christian's video.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. So
His
last time we were
debut.
talking about spicy licks. I eat spicy things. Teach guitar. Well, I've been editing all week, and
Now, wait, are you going to copyright strike us?
maybe. And this. I have it all edited pretty much, but I decided to take the outro, the part where I eat the pepper. It's a habanero, and Let's watch it. Let's
Yeah.
watch.
I'm excited.
Ooh, that's a spicy pepper. That is spicy.
It was.
Probably. I've actually never had one. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat this, hit record on that, try to play that riff, see how we do. I figure it's a fun little way to end the video, and I've always really
I like your bow.
Thank you.
wanted to eat spicy things, you know? So, without further ado,
Questioning his life choices.
I was a little nervous.
Nice crunch.
Yeah, ASMR.
whoa. All right, now it's kicking in.
You're like a blues musician. Play it through the pain.
Woohoo! Oh, that's pretty spicy. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
It's really good.
All right, so that moment where I started smiling, I just remember thinking, like, what is my life? I can't believe like what I'm doing. Like, this is awesome. I'm here right now. Like,
Totally. You found what you're meant to be
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
You eat something that spicy, you start flipping out.
Katrina says, haha, this is great.
Yes.
Steve S says, so funny, Chris.
All right, this is my favorite part. Watch this.
Ooh. Ooh.
I literally didn't even say anything. I didn't even think about it.
Totally. That was awesome.
Watch my outro.
That is pretty badass.
Yeah,
Very
thank you,
good,
thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, but I thought it was one of the first. When I started like watching it back, I was like, I didn't say anything. I just gave a thumbs up. I
Yeah.
sat there and breathed at me. I was like, all right, well, it's going in.
But
I
it
guess.
works.
Yeah, it
I
works.
think you have really good comedic timing. You're suffering.
Yeah.
You're entertaining.
Yeah.
It's all of the things that you need.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very, very good.
I really like the combination because like a lot of these things like applies a lot of talents I want to do. Like I know how to work a camera.
Yeah.
I can edit things. I know audio production. I can play guitar and I like
Yeah.
eating spicy food. I was like, that's such an awesome combination. I was like, I should try this.
Were you using a separate microphone for the crunch? Because the crunch was really good.
Lavalier
Oh,
mic.
okay.
Yeah, I just happened to pick up
A
really, really well.
lav,
Oh,
they
but
say
you know what?
in the-
Actually, I did increase the frequency of that.
Did you?
Because when
Yeah.
I heard that, I was like, that's so good. I got
Yeah.
that crunch in there.
Totally.
Yeah.
I was wondering, yeah, because that seemed very, very precise,
Mm-hmm.
but you weren't too loud, and yeah, obviously bring up the volume in general, but
Well, it was
very
weird.
good.
When I started recording, I think I was turning it down every time I took it in and out of my pocket.
Oh,
Yeah, which was unfortunate. So little things you learn.
Totally.
This was the tester, and
Yeah.
like I was actually really.
it's a winner.
Yeah, I know how to do. I'm gonna do things differently next time, but
Yeah.
it was really. I had a really good experience doing that.
All right.
I
That's
called.
awesome.
I called her on the phone. I might have said the story before, but I called her on the phone like once it started coming down. Like,
Yeah.
Because I didn't take a drink at all during that. And that's my goals. I'm not gonna take a drink on camera. And as soon as I get off on camera, I run to the kitchen and get some nice milk and stuff like that. But
We could do spicy stand up.
He's making it kid friendly, you know. He's not gonna be drinking on camera.
yeah, you don't
Why
want to do
not?
that. But yeah, I would love maybe if we're down next week, we should eat some spicy things on camera.
I think we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody watching, Chris and I decide, or
It's a mashup.
yes, we're going
Hell
to
no.
bring two worlds together and eat some spicy peppers.
Maybe
together.
maybe we can do something live where I play a riff on guitar. You can do like keyboard or
Yeah.
something like that. You know?
I can play these.
Yeah.
I'll make it feel really good for you.
Nobody's got AIDS.
Well, let's not start sucking
Is
each
that
other's
Tony
dicks quite
Soprano?
yet.
Nobody's got AIDS.
Kat says he looks like he's on a spiritual journey there. Haha, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Margot
nice.
says she loves it. Steve S says drink some milk, Chris.
You know, thank you for all those comments. And Steve S, I did drink some milk.
Maybe you should drink some
drinking my milk?
different dairy products at the end. So like one day is cottage cheese, the next day is
Oh,
sour
God.
cream. The sour cream out of the
A squeeze bottle. Do they make
Mayonnaise.
that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
they?
that's the best way to do it. Because it stays fresh longer because you're not putting the spoon back into it, you know?
I eat a tub all in one sitting.
Yeah, most of the time there's not anything left over
Yeah,
afterwards.
I throw down for realsies.
Yeah, nice.
Hashtag for realsies.
Oh, yeah.
So why don't you plug that?
Sour cream in a bottle.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Squeeze bottle.
Your video.
Yeah, so it's Spicy Licks. I literally just created the YouTube today. My goal is to probably weekly content. I think that's what I realistically want to do. But it took me, I probably did like 40 hours of editing, but I'm getting a lot better. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. So I'm going to be doing...
Now, are you going to update on your bowel conditions? Because that could be another way to...
I think that
or
maybe...
you could come on our show.
I was going to say, I think that's
going
going to be a Q&A thing, you know, how I'm doing.
Yeah.
How's your butt?
Yeah.
Exactly.
How
it's a
is
new
your butt?
segment.
I have a bidet.
Oh.
So, you know, that really helps.
Let's not blow the whole segment in one load here. Jeez. We come up with a catchphrase. How's your butt?
He just wants to talk about the bidet. He brings it up any chance he
Yeah, I
gets.
really do.
It brings the ladies around,
It's
you know?
awesome.
Those chicken heads come calling.
Do they? Do they, Christian? Because I'd like to know.
Well, Christian ain't got a job now.
Yeah. Well,
Straight pimping.
I know
Everybody
he is.
go and
pimping ain't easy.
subscribe to Spicy Licks.
yeah,
Oh,
Spicy
yeah.
Licks. Yeah, Spicy Licks.
Yeah, so spicy licks.
Yeah.
So just the word spicy.
And then licks like...
All right.
Like cat licks.
Ah.
Yeah.
Or cow licks.
Like
Dog
Dickle.
licks.
It's Dickle, like Dickle. No, that's awesome, Christian. Great first one. I'm excited to see the rest of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm excited too.
And yeah, I'm excited to hear all about you. Have you regale us, and you're gonna try to kind of up the ante here and there, or maybe try different ones.
I definitely will. I think I need to do some research on the Scovilles and what I can even like ship in. I think eventually I'm gonna start ordering peppers offline. I'm imagining because I think most places only carry up to like habanero.
Here's another okay, I've got another option for you. I'll just write it down here in my notebook.
Okay, very good. And also one thing I do like is I like the idea of eating a pepper as opposed to doing like hot sauces and things like that. But you know what? I could always do hot sauce on things. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Gotta branch out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
You should get some Go-Gurts and then after just be like,
Just looks bad.
Eventually, I want to have an assistant come and feed it to me as I start playing.
Yeah.
So like I can start playing it, you know, and keep looping it, and then I'll eat it, and then it'll get worse as the spice hits it.
I see.
you should train the cat.
There you go.
Oh.
I should have a cat on a harness.
People love
swing
cat
in.
videos.
She lowers down.
I just pull a string. Yeah, cat just.
Well, I'm sure once you have enough money, you could fly Cat in from Canada and she'll do it for you.
On a falcon.
Oh, I was thinking Falcon too. That's exactly what I was thinking. The talons. Oh my god.
You could have a
Eye
pepper
patch?
dangling like a dingleberry off the cat's butt.
Ah, here comes my pepper delivery now. Caw!
Yeah, no, brilliant. Very, very good.
Yeah, seems fun.
Yes. It's fun for all of us.
Good.
Yeah, Roman, do you want to go to that story there?
This one
It's
right here?
it's a food related one.
Okay.
So KFC's Finger Lickin Good campaign has been suspended. And the reason being is that people feel that it's inappropriate in a time of pandemic.
Oh.
Now, would anyone like to guess when the Finger Lickin Good campaign started?
Really quick, I did just buy $34 worth of KFC. I think it was Friday night.
You bastard.
Their new campaign isn't much better. It's there's no problem that a bucket of fried chicken can't solve. And I looked at Christian, I was like, coronavirus?
Yeah, it's a little appropriate. That age well.
Should we come up with new slogans for them? Maybe help them?
KFC, wear gloves and wash your hands and eat chicken.
Yeah.
That's very with the times.
KFC, don't spit in my mouth as much.
I was at work today and there was a bunch of guys standing around, and the way the sun was coming into the window, it was illuminating them, and you could totally see all the spit flying from everybody's mouth while they were talking.
You're watching coronavirus.
Literally. It
Oh,
just was this
geez.
cringe factor. But I mean, people spit all the time when they talk. You just can't see it unless it's in direct sunlight. And there was a
they're
lot
backlit.
of spit flying around.
Yeah, that's how it spreads.
Gross.
Which is what's funny to me is people are like, masks don't work. They don't, keep you from getting it. I'm like, well, if it keeps a droplet from coming into my fucking mouth, I guarantee it's helping.
Yeah. If I shot gay porn, I'd probably wear a mask. Probably.
It's a sexy look right now. It's coming back in. The mask look.
I'm bringing.
I mean, the
masks
Chinese have
back.
been into it. The Japanese have been into it for a long time.
It's true.
They love it.
Who knows what they're into though?
They have everything in Japan. They have vending machines where you can get your eyes tested and glasses come out.
That's sweet.
Us
girls'
blind
underwear.
people are very excited about that.
Okay, hold on. You asked a question originally. When did that campaign start? I'm gonna say 92.
The riots, the
Rodney
LA
King.
riots.
Yeah, Rodney King.
All right. That seems racist, but
I was
yeah.
going to say the 90s, but I
Loot
don't.
these chicken buckets.
Ron, you have to give a second number.
All
90
right.
what?
Closest without going over.
I mean, honestly, that's a pretty good guess. I would guess the early
1776 then.
I'll do 96.
I'm going to do
All right.
92.
1956.
I won. I said 76 and I didn't go over.
Is that really when it started?
Absolutely.
What time-
Yeah.
1776.
Yeah, he said without going over. So,
So I mean, really, what I see is it is a subversive campaign to make urban areas higher risk for coronavirus. It's been going on a while. The CIA knows what they're doing. First the Hitler shoes, now this.
Yep.
yeah.
Just saying, it's not hard to draw lines,
It's all
draw
coming
parallels.
together.
That's right. Hashtag CIA.
So
Finger licking.
I actually
Hashtag.
there was
Skechers.
the CIA during the what was it, the Bay of Pigs? Yep. They came up with propaganda schemes that they were testing, and one of them for Cuba was to drop pamphlets via airplane in Cuba saying that there's a chemical that gets stuck in your beard, so you should shave your beard in order, and this was their goal, was to lower Cuba's sex appeal.
Those sexy Cubans.
Well, it was like in
What
the
can we do?
60s, I believe. And, so it was the clean cut. And then there were these revolutionaries and, the flower power, symbol of power sort of thing. But it was very iconic for them because they had Che Guevara, they had Castro. And I thought it was either something about chemicals or STDs. I can't remember what it was, but
maybe it was
one
STDs
of
then.
those.
Yeah, because I remember reading it being like sex appeal. What's no beards?
Yeah.
What this is?
But it was something about how, that was one of their subversive techniques.
They got the idea from KFC.
Absolutely. 1956 they started that. 1960, whatever, 3 Bay of Pigs. Yep.
I
Shaving
feel
off your
sexiest
pubes.
eating KFC.
Yeah, with your beard.
It's been a little bit less sexy since my beard's gone,
Yeah.
but I'm coping.
I love having a beard because it's like a natural bib
Yeah.
for my KFC.
Yeah, keeps your shirt clean. Yeah. I could understand that.
I'm a messier eater than you, though. I need a beard.
Well, you just appear to be because I have a natural bib.
Ooh.
That's right.
It's true. You
It's
know,
all
he
about
only,
aesthetics.
He
I've
only
been
eats
duped.
brown foods.
Are you guys still both have jobs right now because of the coronavirus?
I don't.
You don't? Do you?
I
Megan?
do still have a job
I do too.
I podcast.
for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that for now.
But we're all getting them Trump checks, ain't we?
Soon.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Blap, blap.
Money,
gonna have a
money,
little,
money, money.
Yep. And we never have to pay it back in any way. That's the best part.
We've been paying for it up until this point. We're actually going to get a little kickback.
Yeah, Andrew Yag's like fucking not doing a pizza dance, that's for sure.
Andrew Yang.
Yeah, he's like, you remember when he was doing that pizza dance?
No, but I remember he was trying to get everybody $1,000 a month, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to help.
I didn't mean it helped
I
me.
mean, it definitely would have helped, but would it solve the real problem at hand?
Yeah.
It might have helped temporarily, but eventually it's just going to create inflation.
Well, I mean, if you're worried about that.
Yeah, come on, Roma.
Jeez,
Why are you so
Roma.
far-sighted?
You just point out everything that's not gonna go well. Why don't we look at the upsides?
Yeah.
Prostitution.
I just always felt like instead of trying to give people money, why don't we get rid of income tax so I could just keep the money that I'm already making?
From prostitution.
Hey, business is down due to all this virus panic.
Well,
True dat, I bet.
I bet you prostitutes are really hurting.
Yeah, strippers.
But you
I'll
know who's-
check.
I'll check. Cam
Oh, yeah,
girls
how's
are doing good
business?
though.
Yeah.
So Christian,
Huh?
cam girls are doing good. So get on that.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, you know, actually, that's funny because I do have this extra time. I was like, well, this would be a perfect time for me to
Yeah.
have
Start
some time.
camming.
Do you still know how to make them clap?
I just do mostly solo work, so I'm really not worried.
I meant
I'm
your
kinda-
butt cheeks.
Oh. I would say I'm mostly the star of my show, so
Yeah.
you're there for me, not the
know.
other way around.
Make your booty clap. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, it was a joke from black strip clubs in the 90s.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's still relevant.
It's
Yeah,
still
super
relevant.
Is it?
relevant. Yeah.
Does it ever go away?
I don't think it ever becomes unrelevant.
Yeah. Might have been early 2000s. I'm glad it's held up.
I feel like, Christian, you're like an unrepresented group I've never seen the men cams, but I think that you have the look for it.
Mm-hmm.
You could be eating spicy food and, doing whatever you're planning on doing.
Scat porn.
You say we're unrepresented, but like I feel like if you go to any of those like roulette chat rooms, like 3 out of 5 times it's gonna be a dude jerking off or clapping him. I don't know, whatever.
But are they also eating spicy peppers and playing
Oh.
guitar?
Oh.
Is it so wrong for a man to love his guitar?
What if you ate spicy peppers and then used the same hand to masturbate?
Believe me, been there,
Torture.
done that.
It'd be kind of like the sunscreen
You think this is my first
thing.
rodeo?
Exactly. I'm sorry. What was that?
You know about the spicy bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the sunscreen bits.
Yeah,
the
just
burn.
burning them
Yeah, the
off.
burn.
Yeah. Well, UV radiation and such. Look, I want to keep my penis looking young, aside from anything. It's like, hey, ladies, I know I appear to be an older gentleman, but check this out. And then they'd be like, oh, obviously.
You
It's
see
so
the sun
weird.
damage that's
Let's-
occurred up here?
Yeah.
It's
let's
so
take
weird
some
that-
candles off that cake.
It's so weird that dicks age. If you
I
really
don't think they do.
Everything ages.
you haven't seen a sad dick before.
A sad dick.
Yeah.
What's a sad dick?
Just been through the years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, what are the characteristics though? I mean, what makes a dick a sad dick? Because I could have a sad dick right now. and I wouldn't
Droopy, discolored.
know. All right.
Squash.
Check.
Yeah.
Yep. Check.
Misshapen.
Yep. Check.
I've never seen an old dick.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I've only seen a few.
Dicks?
Roma, go on the internet and type in old dick.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think the
Just don't
mental
share it.
image you two just gave us with all those adjectives
Yeah.
is enough.
I love you too.
Yeah, that's right.
Sunday bloody.
Yes.
It is Sunday. Sunday fun day.
Absolutely.
This is a new thing.
And what fun.
Or shit show Sunday.
Shit show Sunday. See, that's an even better moniker because then it's like, whatever the show ends up being. No pressure.
There you go.
Friday's the we've had all week, and then Sunday's the
At one point at our restaurant, Sundays got so bad that we started calling them shit show Sundays. Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was not good.
In Germany, shit show Sunday could be a different meaning.
Sickhind Sunday.
Yeah. Well, isn't it Scheiße?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But literal though, because they make scat porn mostly in Germany.
Is that a big thing?
Have you ever heard someone? I guess scat. It crosses all
Skip-a-dip-a-bop,
languages.
Yeah.
I never realized that scat is, besides mathematics, it's a language that everyone can understand.
Mm-hmm.
The writing's on the wall.
Like wolves will scat, and then it's their territory.
Oh.
So speaking of shit shows, could
Oh,
you
right.
imagine living on a planet that rains liquid iron? Because apparently
That's so metal, Roma.
Apparently it exists.
You're so metal.
It's hardcore.
Megadeth.
Nice.
Let's see. Using a very large telescope, the European Southern Observatory researchers observed an extra hot giant exoplanet where temperatures can exceed 2,400 degrees Celsius during the day, hot enough to vaporize metals.
Roba, just pointing out that middle one there, that middle paragraph, using the Very Large Telescope, in parentheses, VLT. I'm not sure if that needs an acronym. What is that? It's a VLT. What's that stand for? Very Large Telescope. Yeah, I see that. You're a real asshole, Frank.
One
The
face of the
VLT.
planet
Yeah.
is the day side, and it's always facing its parent star and permanently roasting, while the cooler night side remains its constant darkness. Because of this, when the strong winds push vaporized iron into the night side, it condenses into droplets, creating an iron rainstorm.
Wow.
Iron Rainstorm. Sorry. I just think that that's probably the best band name I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I think we should start a butt rock group.
Yeah.
Call it Iron Rainstorm.
I mean,
I'm actually-
Christian's got the hair for it.
I'm honestly, I was thinking hair metal.
All right. I'll get
You against
myself
wigs?
a nice wig.
Yeah, you against wigs?
Exactly. Yeah.
WASP 76b is located some 640 light years away from the Earth in the constellation Pisces. It's a gas giant like Jupiter and Saturn in the solar system.
It's Pixies, Roma. Constellation Pixies. And 640 light years away is not really that far. If you want to rock.
I want to rock.
Rock! I want to rock.
And Iron Rainstorm, you'd buy 2 tickets just to see him. Just to make sure you have some room to rock,
You could have the night side and the light side.
It's
That's sweet. That's
Yep.
sweet.
exactly Eternal Night on the one side.
Yeah, drummer and the bassist, they're the dark side. Guitarist, singer, the light side.
Yeah, you have your heroin here and your meth here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Battling it out in the middle.
I've got another space one. Weird new star type pulses on one side only. Let's see.
It's like my eyes.
Citizen scientists helped to discovery team find the strangely lopsided star, which is known as HD 74423, in data gathered by NASA's Transition Exoplanet Survey satellite.
What is a citizen scientist?
I don't know.
A nerd.
Someone who doesn't get paid to be a scientist.
Bill Nye, you get out of there.
Yeah.
The star is about 1.7 times the mass of the Earth's sun, and scientists determined that HD 74423's weird pulsing is caused by a second smaller star.
Oh, snap. That looks like a tit.
Yeah.
It does.
That's crazy.
Oh, I wonder if is it the gravity?
Yeah, the
Yes.
mass must be so dense
Oh.
in that small one
Yeah.
that it's like bringing
could-
that one to that one. That's weird.
Is it a red giant?
It says it turns out to
Oh.
be because the star is a binary star accompanied by a red dwarf star that is much smaller
Red
than the
dwarf.
other's own sun. The red dwarf whips around its large companion every 2 days. Its gravity pulls on it. This tug distorts the surface of the larger star into a teardrop shape, also distorting its oscillations.
Yeah. That's
Oscillations.
oscillations. Yeah. That's crazy. So the oscillation would be the blinking of the star. And so I guess that's very interesting.
I thought it was.
Oh, because of the distance of this because the oscillations are all about distance, so when it gets really far away, you'd see it. Yeah, okay. I can see that. That's very interesting. And I like how it looks like a tit.
Apparently, they knew that they existed in theory, but they actually finally found one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ooh.
I wonder how long it's going to take for those two to collide.
I don't know.
They may never collide, Christian.
With 2 days for oscillation, that's fast. So they're probably pretty close. I mean, it's warping it.
Obviously, that motherfucker's going around it.
Yeah.
It's like that little red dwarf's all around it. It's like, ah!
Margot says exactly. People that collect data, citizen scientists, look it up.
It's bullshit. Why don't they get a job? What, they think that Trump check just going to come in forever?
Sounds like they're being exploited, if you ask me.
Well, it's like they could be working in a sweatshop. Right? Making sweat. I don't know what they make there.
Nikes.
Yeah. That means victory in German. Did you know that?
Really? Did you know Patron means boss in Spanish?
Oh, yeah, Patron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Si, Patron, si.
The first time I drank, what's that stuff?
Tequila.
Someone had, I was underage and I was working in a kitchen, and somebody bought me tequila to celebrate the good night. And I thought, or no, it was the first time I drank good tequila because I thought it was going to be Cuervo. And so I just like shot it really quick and, and put the lime in my mouth and all that. And he's like, oh, that was like a $10 shot of tequila. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that before? I would have like actually tried it or enjoyed it or whatever. And so totally screwed up that.
One time when I was in Seattle.
Expensive shot.
We were in Seattle.
Depending on where you go, most shots are $10.
True dat. True.
Well, Roma, this was like 4 or 5 years ago before I was 21.
Yeah. When we were in Seattle, we were just sitting there before a show, and it's the 5 band members, and then some dude comes and sits next to us, and then our singer starts talking to him, blah, blah, blah. He says that like he's like here for business, and blah, blah, blah. He ends up buying the singer, the drummer, and me. He didn't buy Joe, the bassist one, and he didn't buy someone else, and there are our guitarist, the other one, and they were like $30 shots of tequila. It was like the top shelf. I mean, this bar must have had like 8 shelves. So the guy had to climb all the way up on the ladder and get it down for us. It was some good stuff though. It was good.
Wouldn't it be really prone to like dropping the bottle though? So why would you put the really expensive stuff? I think you'd put it somewhere safe, like a cushioned area. If it costs that much.
I mean, I don't
or
disagree.
you could have like a cat delivered to you from some type of harness.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
Meow.
Just a cat on a zip line.
Mexican falcons.
Hola.
Yeah. Wish I knew the word for flying in Mexican. Because I know gato.
Muerto.
That's
Muerto?
die.
Yeah. Muerto.
Flying, dying. What's the difference? Yeah. No, that's always interesting how you could stiff somebody in a group. You know, I don't really miss that dynamic of being in bars or whatever. You know, you got the girls or something you're just trying to talk to, and you don't want to buy the other two a drink, but you want to buy the one, and you're like, I have to show that I'm a good guy, I guess. Yeah, here you go, uglies. You know, you know all your drink qualities are going down, right? We're going maybe second shelf.
The truth comes out eventually.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I would have gone well whiskey, not just bar slop, whatever's in that rag. Wring that out to a cup.
Gross.
What?
I've drank in shots off bar tabs before.
I mean, if it's
A
your
Zamboni?
First drink. A Zamboni?
That's what they call it when you drink the alcohol off the table.
Oh.
Isn't a Zamboni off of where the bartender pours the drink, so then you have the well?
I don't feel like the bar is a place to be Zamboniing anything. But
You guys ever done
Not in these times.
Yeah.
house parties, on the other hand, people lose a lot of dignity.
Nah. You're comfortable.
No, you're not comfortable. You're sad. If you're Zamboniing, you're probably sad.
Have you guys ever done
a Zamboni is?
a Zamboni is what cleans the ice?
Well, and it's the
Oh,
but it's,
okay.
you're drinking off the table.
So you're like a Zamboni.
You're
Got it,
sucking
okay.
alcohol up.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Have you guys
No,
ever done
thank
a ski shot?
No.
It's where you literally have a ski, and then it has like notches for the shot glasses, and then so there's 5 shot glasses, and then you take a shot.
Oh, Jesus.
When I was in Portland, I was 18, and we were on tour.
Wait, but how does that? You have 5 shots, and then you.
Yeah, and 5 people.
5 people.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like a group shot.
Yeah.
Like literally, I was 18, and I got into a bar because I don't know. And
Because you look 30?
no, I was looking young. I had my short hair. I barely had a beard, but you just kind of when you're hanging out with dudes who look really old, you kind of just as people assume. And so that was like one of my first shots ever in a bar was a ski shot with random other bar band members. That was pretty fun.
Have you guys ever done one of those shots off of like the ice? They get the ice sculptures, you know, and you pour a shot in the top and it comes down a little slide thing.
That sounds sweet.
Roma's
It's
so
cool.
fancy.
I went to a really good party one summer and they had those and everybody was really fucked up.
Was it like a statue's penis or something?
It was just a big giant ice sculpture and it was just like it's like a flume or something that you would just Somebody pours a shot on the top, and then you sit down at the bottom, and you like put your mouth on the ice, which
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus, yeah.
Not this summer.
Yeah.
Not this summer,
Since
no.
1956, they're trying to kill the rich.
Right. Anyways, pretty fun.
Interesting.
It was a double one too, so you could do a shot with somebody else.
I hope you didn't know what it was, but it was actually a cat butt. I'm sorry to bring it back. Yeah. It's a cat butt on a zip line. These are expensive shots. Be careful.
Cat says bar mat shots.
Yes.
Bar mat shots,
Ugh.
yep.
Yep. You'll tip that in the cup.
All these group memories, it's kind of like making me a little bit bumming, you know?
Like you haven't had friends?
No, like we couldn't even go out and get shots because all the bars are closed right now, y'all.
That's true.
But we do have Coke Zero, Cherry Vanilla, new.
Yeah.
Delicious and refreshing.
Yeah. Tastes just like Captain Morgan's without any of the good effects.
Put it on a cat.
Pour it on the cat. It'll love it.
Grab it in a cat butt.
My cat drinks this.
I'll take it in the can, please. Cat ain't gonna like that.
We could get like little harnesses to strap on the cats and have cats walk around and serve drinks.
You're gonna put a strap on cat?
Cat strap on.
Yeah.
They're shot glasses.
I mean, we're not going to have any service businesses for a while, so everyone start training your cats.
Yeah.
It's true.
We've got time.
We
You've always wanted this.
Messenger cats. We'll send them to each other's houses.
Oh, Fluffy, you're not looking so good.
Yes, he eats mostly carbohydrates now.
He just squeezes out a Coke Zero.
Just sloughs it
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
thanks, Fluffy. Oh, from Steven. I appreciate that. No,
Wait a
cheers.
minute. He's not wearing a harness.
He's all mangy.
Fluffy, come here. I'm going to give him something too.
He's not wearing a harness at all.
People thought drones were going to be the new things.
Yeah.
No. Cat drones.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cat messenger.
That would be great. I think we should create an app for it.
Yeah.
Cat delivery. It'd be like Cat Grubhub. You know, you could have a cat taco come.
Ooh, a taco.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome?
And
Cat.
always.
Cat sandwich. They just like tie a string around to something and just drags it along the ground until it gets to your house.
My cat would fail at the sandwich delivery. She always just gets down and just rolls around. It's like, you got the sandwich to him, but it was completely ruined.
Look, the plan's not perfect yet, all right? It's in its formative stages.
Yeah, what if we get like those tiny what are those flying red wagons?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Get a mini one.
The radio flyer.
There you go. Exactly.
Yes.
Get a mini one.
And just a set of cats to harness it like a sled.
Yeah, like a sled.
Like the Iditarod.
Is that what they call it? What's that?
That's that big race in Alaska that they
have
rode.
the dog
Oh,
sleds.
the
I've been
dogs,
to the
yeah.
end of the Iditarod.
What's that?
I've been to the end of the Iditarod.
Yeah, me too. I had to go the whole way.
Yeah,
I'm
was
just
there an
kidding,
ice
I didn't.
sculpture there?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Rolla. Jeez.
No, there wasn't, but there was a big like overhang that said like finish line on it. I have a picture. of
What
myself there.
was it during the races or was it that?
It
Just
was
like,
after. It was.
okay.
It's in
They just
Nome,
leave it there?
Alaska. Yeah, it's
Ah.
just there. All
They do the
time.
same course every year.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy.
I don't know where it starts.
Yeah, those lazy guys who go through 3 days of hell or whatever it is.
The guys don't do anything. It's the dogs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to yell at them and whip them.
Yeah.
True.
That's a lot of work. It's just like having a girlfriend. Am I right?
I would leave you in the snow.
What?
I'd
Just
bite
because I
ya.
strapped you to a sled and made you mush through the snow in Nome, Alaska?
Yes, exactly for those reasons.
All
Hey,
right.
it is the final frontier.
Guess we disagree on things. Yeah, exactly. These are the voyages.
Some frontiers don't need to be discovered.
Well, I think that's a very closed-minded way of thinking.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Pull your own sled. Lazy.
I would, but I got all this standing around to do. Up
Yeah.
on the back of this sled. I gotta be looking at stuff. I'm gonna be on my iPhone looking up some chicks in bikinis. You're all dressed all like shit. Ugh. While I'm looking at some hot chicks, beaches and stuff. Like, oh, look at these Instagrams, sluts. You know?
They're called influencers.
Oh yeah, I meant influencers. That's what I said.
Well,
I can't wait to have a girlfriend again. That would be the best.
I'm so
boyfriend.
lonely.
No,
I'm just kidding, babe.
Yeah. Oh, I just kid. Actually, that's part of the problem is I'm not good at keeping things inside. So I say them.
Work on it.
Sometimes people don't like that. Usually the people I'm closest to. But
Does anybody want to promo anything?
I want to promo Spicy Licks. Or
Hey,
wanna
that's my
plug it.
job. That's
Yeah.
my job, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say definitely we'll be on. Is this something about Jesus?
I said he needs this.
Yeah.
He ain't got no job.
Please, man, please. I'm begging you. Yeah, Spicy Licks. I'll be working away at that. I think I should have that. If you're trying to learn guitar, actually, in a serious note, if you're trying to learn guitar, yeah, it's. I think it should be a great resource.
And if you want to laugh,
yeah,
you're
that's
learning
if you
guitar.
want the pure entertainment value, that's also available for you. I should have something posted by tomorrow. Next week, I'll definitely do some promotion for it with Eating the Spicy. And so, what do you want to eat next week? Maybe we'll talk about that. What do you think? You want to do habanero? It's pretty easy.
yeah, whatever you think.
They're spicy. They're
I would
hot.
imagine they are.
Yeah, they're hot. Ladies, are you doing this? Are you doing this with us?
Over my dead body.
I'm not.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
They can laugh at us or whatever.
True,
That's fine.
true.
You know, we don't
Cry
have to
for
make
you.
Maybe
everyone.
we can watch you guys do and see how much you suffer.
Should we do?
You guys should pretend like it's not that bad, and then we'll do it, and then you guys can just laugh.
You saw me on camera, so
Was that a habanero?
that was a habanero.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll probably be worse on me than it will be on you. 'Cause-
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But
Make sure.
it's
Okay,
fine.
one thing I learned though, when I did it that day, I hadn't eaten breakfast,
Okay.
and I probably did it at about. I think I called her like 2. I probably did about 1:32,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure you eat. Make sure you eat, because
All
like
right.
you can feel it, like it goes down you, and then all of a sudden your stomach's getting all hot, and you're like you just sweaty, and it's weird. It's a weird experience.
Did it affect your bowel movements?
I've been
I mean,
super.
I don't want you to get too into it
Yeah,
because
no.
we can talk about this
Yeah.
on the. But,
Yeah, I've been
just-
super gassy recently, anyways.
Okay.
So, and going out, I pretty much. The pain is the pleasure for me, so I think I'm just immune at this point.
Yeah.
At least at this level.
I put chapstick on my anus.
Thank you.
Exactly. Like,
Take
hey,
it
this
out of
was
one.
wrong end in.
Yeah.
It's all melted.
You doing okay over there?
It's painful to think about. You're kind of, I was starting to get open to the idea, and now all this burning butt talk has got me a little scared again.
We'll see what happens.
Can I borrow your chapstick again?
Never again, ever. You're officially banned from my chapsticks.
Where did my chapstick go?
How could you have done this?
It's like really hot. It's like the whole container's really warm.
Why is this spicy?
This seems different.
Why is there lube on the end of my chapstick?
You pull out a second chapstick to cover that chapstick.
Is that anal ease? What is that?
Is that a brand?
Yeah.
It's a good brand.
Yeah, it numbs up the butthole.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can really pound away.
Good to know.
You or yours. Whatever
Yeah.
you prefer.
I'm in the self stuff, like I've said, so.
I mean, if you're
Solo.
planking and she's pegging, whatever you're into.
I'm into privacy.
But speaking of which, Megan, do you want to promote anything?
One thing that's not private is my Instagram. I did share it last time, but it's Kirk and Dickle. I'm not gonna spell it because I struggle with that.
Like Captain Kirk in
Pickle, but with a D.
L.E. Yeah.
It'll pop up.
Is there anything you guys wanna
Well, we got this podcast we've been doing, I guess.
I heard about that.
It's pretty cool. Sensible Sociopath.
go on?
Yeah. What? Tell me more.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so we're on audio, all the major audio platforms, like 8 different of them. Please download or stream our content because we gets paid. And in these hard times, we got them Trump chicks coming in, but that ain't going to last forever. So, if we want to continue to ball as we are.
Yeah, I'm so glad I have a couple of social security numbers because these.
Yeah. Yes, Eduardo. Yeah, and then check us out here on the Sensible Sociopath podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, get your friends to subscribe, steal their phones, all that fun stuff, because we're trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
We're at 10% right now, which is pretty good.
Yeah, hey, it's been going up a lot every
awesome.
month, so we're happy. Started out with 7 or 6 or something, just, and built it from there. So, so I'm pretty happy with where we've come. And I'm more happy to have you all here. Thank you. Oh, and I also wanted to thank medical staff, first responders, and I really wanted to thank our truckers because they are keeping fucking toilet paper and shit coming during all these really hard times. So please, share us with them, and we'd love to entertain them as they drive across the country, bringing you your shit papers that you people are freaking out about. Yeah. Awesome. Roma, anything going out?
Yeah, just check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and share us. Tell your friends, commenting, 5-star reviews, all those we love. We love,
on Yelp.
Love. Yep.
He's a 5-star man. She's a 5-star lady. The only thing that makes sense is 5 stars, people.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Adios.
It's over, Johnny.
Yeah, I read a survey once that 98% of people die.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Europe would be a fraction of the size that it is today, if not for incest.
It's over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
Content and stories and whimsy and a little love.
So they say the big one's coming. For California.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Was she a great big fat person?
That's right.
Have you ever seen how many clothespins you can get on your scrotum? You ever dabbled in the dark arts?
Guess what? I don't have to fuck the goats anymore.
It's actually quite a bit of fun.
Hashtag them too. I have no control over life.
If I had a keyboard, I'd be able to help you.
What dude hasn't tried to blow himself? 8 3/4 is totally fine.
They say that you can kill yourself.
Mark Hamill as a voice actor is absolutely phenomenal.
People get really, really hostile really, really quickly.
Rape and incest.
Oh, we started talking about crazy Joe Biden and they shut us down. I got the ultra AIDS.
Nobody's got AIDS.
You're throwing off my game with your heartbeat and your talking and your breathing.
I have had to stop using my favorite poop phrase.
Why stop at 2 atomic bombs? Why don't we just do the whole thing?
Is this one of them left or right-handed coffins? Oh shit. Oh, that's a dick. Sorry, kids.
I'm airing my junk out and I'm looking bold. I've always been a fan of Evan Watson. After she turned 18.
After? That's where you and I are different, my friend.
I mean, I don't have a problem digging a hole and keeping an erection.
It's all about romance.
Texting, talking, touching.
Jumper cables and proper voltage, you could have dead baby movement.
Are you guys judgmental? Me? Not so much. Bunch of Judas Priest albums. Rob Halford's pretty badass.
Yeah, I like Judas Priest.
You know he's gay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.